Good morning, everyone. It's an early morning, I know, but thank you for joining me here at THG News Today, THG Network. My name is Mervyn Henley, and we're programming for Thursday, May 16th. Of course, we're here because of Carl and Sons on St. Martin, the unique bakery, 2 locations on the island, there in Colbay and on the Pontville, and the Thesis on Nevis. If you're a first-time listener or viewer, welcome to THG Network, and we encourage you before you leave here to please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much in advance. And also remember, if you'd like to advertise with THG News Today, THG Network, that's the number under the screen. But just in case you miss it, that number you can WhatsApp us at 1-869-667-7443. That's 1-869-667-7443. Just shoot us a WhatsApp and we'll be able to assist you, whether it's with news stories that you might have from the Caribbean, or if you'd like to advertise on this major news network. Now, let's get right to the news. And we begin this morning with news out of Dominica. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police, Jeffrey James, said police has seized 510 kilograms of cocaine in the Loubiere area with a street value of over $13 million. According to him, the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force continues to engage in crime prevention operations in compliance with its mandate. And officers on patrol duty discovered and seized 510 kilograms of cocaine on the Everton estate, James revealed. The street value of the cocaine is estimated at $13,770,000. And the person who this cocaine belongs to, he or she, they might be watching THG News right now and they're crying. They're angry. They're crying. They're crying. Yeah? You'll find some hard work to do now. He said certain individuals were interviewed in relation to the seizure. However, no one has been charged in connection with the seizure. James stated that the investigations are continuing in this matter. He told Dominica News Online that the police will not relent in its quest to maintain law and order and will pursue offenders on land and sea with a view of bringing them to justice. Furthermore, he said the chief of police commends the officers for their dedication and commitment to duty. Okay, so that's that there in Dominica. We now move to a news story that would have impacted folks in St. Kitts and Nevis, Saba, St. Eustatius, and St. Martin. It's regarding the Makana Ferry. So I have some good news for you, at least for now. A significant increase in ticket prices for the Makana Ferry service were set to take effect yesterday, Wednesday. But the planned rate hike has been postponed for a week as negotiations continue about the terms of a public service obligation contract. That's the PSO. Earlier this month, the operators of the popular ferry between St. Martin, St. Eustatius, Saba, and St. Kitts announced that they were raising ticket prices by an average of 30.8% due to unresolved contract negotiations. On Tuesday, the Saba government and the Makana Ferry said in a separate statement that prices will remain unchanged for a week while negotiations are ongoing. Negotiations will continue with all parties involved with the aim of reaching mutually beneficial agreements, the Saba government said on Tuesday. In December 2023, an adult round-trip ticket to St. Martin was $110, of course this is US, from Saba, $106 from St. Eustatius, and $199 from St. Kitts. This was the last time full prices were published on the ferry's Facebook page. The ferry services between Saba, St. Eustatius, and St. Martin started in late 2021 after the Dutch Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management granted a subsidy of €2 million for 2 years. With the PSO agreement set to expire at the end of last year, the governments of Saba and St. Eustatius had requested a new subsidy from the Dutch government for this vital maritime connection, arguing that the Makana offers an affordable and accessible alternative to current expensive flight connections to St. Martin. However, caretaker Dutch State Secretary of Home Affairs and Kingdom Relations announced last December that the subsidy would only be €1 million for 2024 and 2025. It is still unclear whether the reduced subsidy is at the core of stalled negotiations. An evaluation done by the Ferries Advisory Board in the second quarter of 2023 concluded that the Makana does not need as much subsidy as it did in 2021. but still requires additional funds due to increased operational expenses, including fuel. Well, basically, I guess they're saying they don't need the 2 million euros that they got first, but they need something in order to continue this operation. One thing, boy, poor people can catch a break. They'll be squeezed somehow, but I trust and hope that negotiations that they are able to come to an agreement so that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Eustatius, Saba, and St. Martin can have this affordable service available to them. We now take a look at news out of Turks and Caicos Islands. The Premier Charles Washington Misick and Governor Daniel have strongly condemned the recent bomb threats made against the Turks and Caicos Islands and other overseas territories. The Turks and Caicos Islands is facing an unprecedented number of bomb threats, which have disrupted both international airports as well as schools. These threats are allegedly coming from individuals who are demanding the release of several U.S. visitors awaiting sentencing for firearms and ammunition charges. In an address to the nation, Premier Misick called on the people of the islands to remain calm and vigilant. He assured that the government is doing everything it can to protect the safety and the security of its citizens. As our nation faces a new security threat, we must respond with a united front, drawing on our collective strength and resilience, Misick said. Each of you play a crucial role in this response, and together we will overcome this challenge and emerge stronger. The territory's leader expressed his gratitude to the men and women in uniform who are working tirelessly to protect the country. I want to express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering dedication and selfless sacrifice in defending our country, he said. Your service is the backbone of our security, and we stand with you as you tirelessly safeguard our freedoms and our way of life. Misick concluded his address by urging the TCI people to remain calm and not to let fear divide them. We will not let fear divide us or erode the values that define us as a nation, he said, adding that the public could expect regular updates and transparent communication from our government as we navigate through this situation together. He also mentioned in his address that the TCI government is working closely with British authorities along with the United States government. That is crazy, though, that we have some people out there because their friends and or family members they were arrested in the islands in Turks and Caicos because of they were charged with ammunition and gun charges or whatever the case may be. And they decide that, no, we want our friends out of there, so we're going to just send threats all over the place. Not only bomb threats, but they have sent emails threatening to assassinate Caribbean leaders, and it has just been a mess. And even though it has not been reported for other islands, I know that Turks and Caicos, they continue to receive these threats from these losers. Yeah. What else do we have here? Finally, in our news this morning, the Deputy Premier of the British Virgin Islands and the Minister for Financial Services, Labour and Trade, the Honourable Lorna Smith, has said the government of the British Virgin Islands is aware of recent developments at Republic Bank again, which resulted in the withdrawals of funds from several customer accounts. According to Honourable Smith, these withdrawals stemmed from the bank's delayed completion of processing for approved point-of-sale and e-commerce transactions where customers had already received the authorized goods or services. Following public concerns, I met with the Financial Services Commission overseeing the bank to discuss the situation. The FSC assures us that they are working with the Republic Bank Limited to find solutions. Affected customers can expect further communication from the bank outlining steps to address the issue, Honourable Smith disclosed in a statement on Monday, May 13th. Customers took to social media to voice their complaints and over the past weeks, and they alleged that the bank had debited from their accounts without notifying them. They also said some of the deductions were pertaining to transactions they thought had been dealt with up to 2 years ago. All right. So here we have it that folks in Tortola, the BVI, they too, along with Anguilla, they're fighting this, what I call crime against the Republic Bank. And I said in my WhatsApp update and status yesterday, I was like, okay, I salute the people of Anguilla because they started this, they're leading this charge. But I also salute the people of the British Virgin Islands for standing up and fighting as well. So am I left to assume that only customers which I know it's not that, but only customers in the British Virgin Islands and Anguilla are affected by what took place with the Republic Bank? The other countries, I'm not hearing your voice or voices. I'm not seeing any action. These are things that you cannot lay low on. We fight for all sort of craziness. If the government decides to ban, let's say, for example, your government decides to ban an artist, one of your favorite singers, from coming to your shores, you start to rally on social media and you start to get on bad, and you won't vote for the government. Mind you, you won't vote for the government because they ban your artists from coming to its country. But your monies, your accounts are in trouble and are affected. And you stay low, you're not saying anything. And for those of you who are not saying anything, this may happen to you tomorrow. We don't want it to happen to you, but it may happen to you tomorrow. So I would think that you would stand in solidarity with the people who are affected by this. In Anguilla alone, it's hundreds and hundreds of people. So I can't imagine for the British Virgin Islands. And we see our brothers, our neighbors' houses on fire, and I'm talking about Anguilla and the BVI. And we just sit back or we ignore it. We just say, let them deal with their problems. Tomorrow, it might be your bank. Are you going to be the voice for you? Or would you want somebody, for example, people like Tara Carter there in Anguilla, or Melissa McCoo-Niles, or Anushka Rumney there in Anguilla to fight for you? We have to stand together when it comes to a situation like this. Because I can assure you, today for me and tomorrow for you. And I believe I'm going to have commentary on this tomorrow, actually. I need to say some stuff tomorrow regarding the Republic Bank and this situation. Because it shouldn't just be a 3-day talk, a 1-week talk. It shouldn't just go by like that. We need to hold these big corporations and financial institutions accountable. And I know last night there was a big town hall meeting there in Anguilla, and I'm awaiting to get a report on that, an update on that. But I'm going to leave what I have to say for Friday's commentary right here on THG Network. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of the news for today. I ask that you join me again tomorrow morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock for commentary. Yes, I'm going to be talking about the Republic Bank right here on THG News Today, THG Network. The news, of course, sponsored by Carl & Sons on St. Martin and Ephesus on Nevis. Have yourselves a blessed day. I am Mervyn Henley. Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Coal Bay and on the Pondville. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Coal Bay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They are also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.